Hello, Gemini. Happy St. Patty's Day. Special Happy St. Patrick's Day to the Irish folks out there celebrating. Um, but as they say on St. Patrick's Day, everyone has the luck of the Irish, so we're going to try and draw that out today. Um, so the message here that Spirit has, like most of the messages that have been coming out this year, have all been reflective in some way of the astrology um, that is afoot at the moment. And if you are not sure what I'm talking about, have a look at your yearly reading because I have it all laid out there as concisely as I can because there's quite a bit happening this year. Um, very auspicious and also very, very rare, like once in a lifetime type things happening. Um, and the general atmosphere is, prosperity, bringing, building a new life for ourselves and that kind of thing, which is what this tea leaf message is talking about. So we have the bat, take care, enemies. Take care, enemies are working against you. Broom, new home, new attitude, right? We're going to come back to the broom because the broom almost should be in the center here. Um, because there is an air of you building a new life. But we're going to get back to that. Bull, don't back down from opposition. So show strength and fortitude. Candle, you will be shown the way. There's like a sigh of relief. Um, Scissors, disappointment in some way. Um, so I'm going to switch this because the broom represents the new life that you're building. Some of you, this may be literal, like you have bought a new home or you've moved into a new place, you've made a big change in your life, and you are literally like sweeping up the new house and, moving the furniture in and getting rid of the old furniture that the last occupant left and that kind of thing, cleaning up. But if that's not happening for you, it's just a general air of getting rid of what doesn't serve you and keeping what does and, you know, seeing how you can improve your life. Um, and of course, so I always call that butterfly problems. You know, when you are building something for yourself and you're starting to see the fruits of your labor, and there's always someone, off on the sidelines with a stink face about it. You know, they're just seething with envy about it and are working against you. So this is like frenemy type things. People are friends or family members that are, or even coworkers that are envious of you and really want to trash whatever it is that you're building. Um, and the bull is saying, don't be a shrinking violet about it. Don't let them get away with whatever it is that they're doing. But um, in the highest vibrational way possible. And how are you going to figure it out? You'll be shown the way. Spirit's going to give you plenty of help. But Spirit's also saying, make no mistake that you're going to need to cut some people out of your life. And that's also been a reoccurring theme in my videos. For you returning folks know what I'm talking about, especially if you're following like not just your sun, but your moon rising north node. Um, Even though the message for each zodiac collective is slightly different, there are some parallels, like the taking out of the garbage that I talk about often, where this is going to be a year of really saying goodbye to some relationships where seasons will be ending and where you'll be surprised that you're going to need to snip out some relationships that you never imagined that you would need to. I myself have gone through this to the point where I almost have no one left in my life. Like, uh, Spirit has really removed my friend circle where I have been shown things that I absolutely could not ignore. Like, there was no way that I could move forward in these relationships. I had to let them go because they were toxic, right? So, this is what you're up against here. You know what? This is my new St. Patrick's Day deck, which is a great deck. Quality cards, they're kind of thick, so it makes the deck thick. Actually, I should ask first. Okay, I have the right side. Okay, let's go for the center card first, please. Here, 9 of Cups. Hmm. You guys are the third or fourth sign that got 9 of Cups in the center, which is very interesting. This is Spirit saying right away that in the Rider-Waite deck, by the way, if you're having trouble figuring out which one this is the one who is sitting in the chair with the dais behind him, with all the cups behind him, and he's sitting, um, contently in the chair in front of all of his cups. Um, so, which denotes satisfaction in life and um, having everything that you need at your fingertips and prosperity and that kind of thing. So, this is your focus card, your center card, which says that you absolutely have prosperity coming and that it is near. What else we got, Spirit? It's fantastic, Gemini. King of Pentacles. Here come the Pentacle. It's a true St. Patrick's Day reading we've got here. 9 of Cups and King of Pentacles. Yes. Okay. Queen of Cups. Absolutely. 2 of Wands. 4 of Swords. Okay. So this is a pretty simple and clear message here where Yes, you have prosperity coming to you. And I have a good sense here that you have a good idea of what your prosperity looks like because some of it has already arrived. Um, and those of you who are nodding your head, yes, you are moving into the new place, or you have a little bit of a piece of whatever prosperity uh, that is your rights has arrived. Make no mistake, there's more coming. Um, and the King of Pentacles also talks about that too, where he is a wealthy man who has everything that he could ever need, but he is very protective of what he has. He knows how to protect it. He, he knows what's good for him and what will prosper and what won't. Um, Two of Wands talks about discernment, and which is what you're going to need with people like this around. You're going to need to, when you see toxicity, and you will know it when you see it, you're going to know what to choose and what to leave behind. Four of Swords is about taking a beat and not reacting harshly or quickly. This is about internalizing and having introspection and observing people. There doesn't always need to be a confrontation, even though, the bull here would suggest confrontation, but it's more like being smarter about it and observing people's behavior and making the decision to cut them out or move away from them without there having to be a big like blitzkrieg about it. Um, the Queen of Cups is one who is protective of her own heart. She values her own heart. She knows what's good for her and what's not. And when she comes across what's not good for her, she is she's not hesitant to, dispose of it. So, you know, and it's not a mistake that, the Queen of Cups has this placement here next to the scissors. So let's get some more tarot clarity. Nine of Pentacles. I mean, Gemini, let me tell you something. Some of the other readings that I did um, seemed like it was turning up with everything but Pentacles. It was like love. Like Aries was like, oh, look, love. There's love coming. And I was like, what? This is St. Patrick's Day. Spirit, where were you when, for Valentine's Day? And, now you're talking about love. What about the prosperity? And the prosperity did come out in the reading, but in the beginning, it was just kind of like, show me the money. Um, that's not happening for you, uh, Gemini. This is like you're coming out of the gate here with prosperity. Like some of it's already arrived, and you have incoming of more of it. This is assurance. The Nine of Pentacles is one who has she's built herself a beautiful life, and she's enjoying the fruits of her labors. And you know, needs to toil no longer. Let's say, she's built this beautiful garden, and, yes, there's been some hard work that she did, but now she You know what? I swear to you, I never noticed until just now that there is a teeny tiny, tiny little snail here on the ground. Wow. Guys, I've been reading cards for a really long time. Not online, but, you know, in my regular life. And I have never noticed that snail before. Um, so yeah, there's an air of taking it easy and no longer needing to be part of the rat race. There's a luxurious, stillness that's coming to your life. And, I can't help but notice the Knight of Pentacles was under here. You should probably take him. Knight of Pentacles came out in the Cancer reading too. And oops, look, Queen of Cups again. Queen of Cups, right? So when you get double cards like this is the Spirit's way of emphasizing this message to be careful with your heart. And this also tells me that these bats here, some of them are quite close to you. I'm sorry to tell you this, Gemini. You are going to, if you don't know it already, you're very soon going to learn that you have people who are very, very close to you. This could be people that you've known for a very long time, or even family members, like siblings, or maybe even a parent, someone very close whom, you love and you expect that they love and support you back. That um, you're going to learn are not as supportive of you as you would expect them to be, and that you are going to need to hold this covered chalice, which um, is holding her heart here. This represents her heart and how much she values her own heart, which is what Spirit is telling you need to do. You need to be watchful of your own heart. Keep things to yourself. As much as you want to tell people about your good fortune and share it with them and talk about it and stuff, you're going to need to hold back on that. Because if you open this chalice and offer it to people, they're just gonna pour poison in it. Strength. Strength really speaks to the bull here, and how it says, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude, right? And the word strength is in there too, I forgot, right? Strength and fortitude, not backing down from opposition. And there's a bull here. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to give them the horns, but it also means that, like the Queen of Cups is telling you, that you cannot leave your chest open for people to plunge a knife into it. You're going to need to, when your intuition tells you that, there's something that you need to be watchful of, you need to believe it. And you need to use that intuition to protect yourself. And that's what strength in the Queen of Cups is telling you here. Um, the Four of Cups talks about your disappointment. Look at this, disappointment in some affair. That's what this is. This is what the scissors is talking about. This is your disappointment in you needing to cut people out. And I don't think that I've ever gotten this interpretation from this before, but usually this means that one is so bitter that the good things that are coming to them in life they're blind to because they're so steeped in bitterness. But the message that I'm getting from the Four of Cups this time is kind of like this chalice that's being offered to you is like a false love. This is fake, smiling in your face when they're really um, plotting against you. And, you're sitting there, very unhappy about what's happening. So, part of me wants to, apologize to you, like, I'm so sorry. Not apologize, but lend sympathy to you that this is happening to you, Gemini. But you know what? You're going to have a brief moment um, of dissatisfaction and disappointment. And once you make the snip, it's going to be out of sight, out of mind, and you're going to be over here, Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles, enjoying your prosperity. So, really, not too much sympathy. You're going to be okay. Messages from the universe. Okay. We'll take a message from the universe. Or you know what? Let's do money and career first. Yeah. Okay. So this deck is really super thick. I can't hold the whole deck. Frozen. This came out in one of the other readings. There may be a hiring freeze or no new work now. Being aloof can leave you out in the cold. A warm follow up gets you to the door. Hold on. Okay. So discard the hiring freeze. Um, this is more talking about your non-action and your over tolerance of things can get you in some trouble. Are we still using this pile? Yes. All right. What else we got here? Success. The path you are on will bring you success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps take you a long way. You're on track. Ah, that's very apparent to me. All of these pentacles and cups tells me so. What else we got here? Oh, still using this pile? No. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. What else we got here? Well, okay. Progress. It seems like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. Okay, so like some of the other readings that I did, although this is a St. Patrick's Day reading, it does not mean that all of this is going to be happening now. I feel like this is really going to come into prominence when uh, Capricorn, not Pluto, moves back into retrogrades back into Capricorn in May. It's been in Aquarius, and we've been enjoying that light energy for a while, but it's going to get heavy again in May. And I'm feeling that, even though you may smell some of this already, um, I think you're really going to be in the thick of it after May. Um, so Spirit's just kind of saying keep an even keel. You're moving in the right direction. Whatever kind of, falls into your path, uh, like these bats, you'll have plenty of help from Spirit, um, to show you the path through it. But there doesn't need to be any, hasty decisions or, like I mentioned, blitzkrieg before. There doesn't need to be any big blow up fights or whatever. You can kind of get through it calmly, and quickly with less, uh, just strife, um, without the fights. Brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grinds to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. Yeah, Gemini, you're one of the smartest, if not the smartest sign in the zodiac. You guys are air signs. You're very smart. Um, you have no, you know, you have the competence and no shortage of ideas. So focus on your ideas. Cut out the nonsense because ain't nobody got time for nonsense. Your time is coming. Everything is coming together for you, but you must meet the universe halfway. Hold on. Hold only a bright and happy vision of yourself with successful outcomes. And don't allow yourself, and don't allow, I don't know, I'm adding words here. And don't allow your fears or insecurities to stand in your way. And certainly don't let these bats make you doubt yourself either. Especially like I said, some of these people, you're going to love very much and you value their opinion and that kind of thing. But, some of those people you're going to have to break away from. Their opinion isn't going to mean much to you anymore. Um, Esther Hicks. Or should I do Soul Truth? No, Esther Hicks. Okay. This is Esther and Jerry Hicks. Law of Attraction cards. Okay. Also a big deck. Okay. I love this deck. There's such beautiful messages in it. Oh, you got spirit for Gemini. What beautiful advice do you have for Gemini? My creative workshop process works for me. If you will use your time and intention to collect data that you may bring into your creative workshop, you will find every day to be one of fun. So, this is really speaking to the attitude, well, not the attitude, just the atmosphere that you're going to be in that may drag you down. And how Spirit is saying that if you just direct your attention to things that make you feel good, you you'll be able to get through it easier. Okay. One more, Sacred Destiny Oracle. Let's add some cards to this. 'Cause what do we got, Spirit? What do we got for Gemini? Sorry, guys, hold on. Okay. This is a kind of a sticky deck. I don't know if we can rely on jumpers with this deck. Okay, let's just feel it here. Venus. That's beautiful. This is what's on the way. It's happiness. We have openness here. I don't think that's for you. Happiness is indeed for you. So take a good look at this card, Gemini. I want you to remember this picture and the dolphins here and what it says under this, that this is what's coming to you. So when this starts coming to a head and the bats start getting on your nerves, remember where you're headed. Don't let them drag you down. Okay, Gemini? I hope this fills you with hope, and I hope you enjoyed your St. Patrick's Day message. I leave you with many blessings, healing, and love. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Gemini.